Shifting topics. What's your what was your take on the Centennial week?
Oh, beautiful.
Within our community, celebrating 100 years of commandment keepers.
Right.
Pillars of truth.
Right.
What was your whole take on it? The whole legacy of Rabbi Matthew, Rabbi Ford, all the different rabbis, of blessed memory. What was your take on that?
Well, let me first say peace, love, and respect to our Chief Rabbi Capus Fournier, an amazing, prolific thinker and mind within our community, within our era. Let me also say peace, love, and respect to our dear elder and rabbi and elder statesman, Rabbi Shlomo Ben Levi. Much respect for him as well. If I can say anything, the first thing that I would say is I'm very unhappy at the fact that I was unable to attend.
Right.
I had a lot going on that week. I started a Hebrew course. There was a lot of travel in New York City for me at that time, just preparing for other areas of my life where I'm actually networking and building. I'm actually getting a 501c3 on the ground. I'm starting a nonprofit. So I was doing just so much that week. I even met with the 3 women from Uganda and interviewed with them that week. So, it's a shame for me I was unable to make it. But I mean, this community is the community from which my community, our community, hails and extends from. Our teachers, following their lineage, they are directly born out of that Rabbi Matthew's tradition when you consider who their teachers were. And via tracing the lineage of our teachers and their teachers, it literally goes back to the Rabbi Matthew's tradition.
Right.
So that we can say faithfully, truthfully, and confidently, and even passionately, that the rank and file that we operate under today, by extension, is coming from those lineages. So that when we get up on platforms and we speak and we acknowledge our elders, it must appear at some point in our mind that we have to connect those dots and begin to speak about those elders. Too often when I enter Israelite congregations locally and even beyond, but I'm specifically talking about those that are tied to the Rabbi Matthew's lineage, we usually tend to just honor those teachers who we immediately know and we've interfaced with, not realizing that the Creator himself said, I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Generational.
Generational. None of us ever met Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But because of the power of these men and their works, it is our honor that whenever we mention this great king, that we make him synonymous with their work. When we say he is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob forever, which is what the Tanakh says. He said, I shall be known as the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob forever. He literally attached that to his name, the Tetragrammaton, because he introduced the Tetragrammaton and this epithet at the same time.
Right.
So keeping that train of thought in mind, we have to remember to give our elder statesmen who are long gone their due respect. So when it behooves us to consider these things before we open our mouths to speak, we have to remember to say and due respect to the elders that paved the way. Rabbi Matthews, Rabbi Ford, Cohen Levy, for some, Moreh Mishael, some that are still around, Cohen Mikael, Crown Prince Zari Shaddai. These are elders that are putting in work in the community that you can't get around. And there's many more if you're present and accounted for to be able to see their works. There's many elders like that. Here at d.c.b, you have elder statesman Chief Prince Jeriel. You also have Chief Kohat. We have elder statesmen that we acknowledge, that we put on the proper platform, but we also have to, in my humble opinion, be mindful of the fact that you have to speak on those elders that paved the way. So what does the Centennial do? It reminds us of how we got to enjoy what we have freely today.
Right.
Those elders put in work for
Right.
us to wear the badge and name Israel today, quite literally.
Right.
We couldn't even say we are Israelites today as confidently as we say it without their work, because their work created avenues for us to say it in confidence, to say it with confidence, to say it with passion and fervor, as it were.